All right, picking right back up where we left off. So before we discussed chlorination, now we're talking about ozonation. Ozone is the strongest oxidant or disinfection available, more effective against microbes than chlorination. So it's better than chlorination at killing those things that make you sick in the water, but it's costly and difficult to monitor and control under different conditions. So it's harder to control, it takes more monitoring, and it's more costly, which is why we don't use it as much as we use chlorination. Here's how it works. So ozone, or O3, is generated on site at water treatment facilities by passing dry oxygen or air through a system of high voltage electrodes, like this. So we take our oxygen and we put some high voltage electrodes, which is going to excite those electrons and make our oxygen, or O2, bond together with another oxygen to form O3, or ozone. That ozone is then put through the water and will help kill those microbes. Fantastic. The last one that we've got is UV, or ultraviolet radiation. When UV radiation penetrates the cell wall of an organism, it damages the genetic material. You can see this in our own skin as we get what we call a thymine dimer right here, which can be a indicator of skin cancer, but it can also cause these cells, if you're a single-celled organism like a microbe, to die. Nowadays, emerging technology made UV radiation to find a place in both household and large-scale drinking water disinfection. So you can actually radiate your own water. My cousin is a dentist, and she UV radiates her toothbrush every day to kill the microbes from it. So this is now cost effective to where you can have it in your own home, but you can also use it on a large scale to sanitize the drinking water for an entire region like a city or town. How is UV light generated? Ultraviolet light is most typically generated from a low pressure or a medium pressure lamp generating UV light, similar to what you would see in a tanning bed or a inside greenhouse. Here's how it works. Water passes through this tube right here. It's got a bunch of UV lights on it. The UV lights shine through, causing some genetic damage in any of those microbes that might be hanging out in our water still, causing them to die. And then the clean water goes through and out the other side. Again, that's it. So we've got, if we start, remember, let's trace our way through this process real quick, and then I will let you go for the day. We've got raw water going through, raw water or untreated water coming out of our lake or reservoir or groundwater perhaps. It passes through a filter, which is going to get a lot of the large suspended solids. Then it might go through some more filters, and we add in some, what are they called? Flock, or the alum, or other chemicals that basically are sticky slime ball. We're going to add those in to the water, and it's going to attract tiny particles of dirt that maybe the filters missed, and it's going to form flock. That flock gets heavy and sinks to the bottom. We call that sinking to the bottom sedimentation, and then that's left at the bottom, and the remainder of the water will flow through and get sent to filtration. Filtration happens again, and we take even more of those small debris out of the water. The filters here are layers of sand and charcoal that help remove even the smallest of particles. Our water then heads to, here we are, the filter with sand and charcoal. Then we head to our chlorination, or disinfection. It doesn't have to be chlorination. Most often where we want to kill the microbes. Now we're free of sediments and all the small material. We want to kill the microbes that we can't filter out. Generally, we're going to do this with chlorine, though you could use ozone or UV rays, ultraviolet rays as well. Then our water is stored right here in a tank or closed reservoir after disinfection takes place and sent out to the community as needed. That, in short, is water treatment. If you have any questions, please email me. Oh, I didn't even remember that it went through this. If you have any questions, please let me know. I will see you all for our next lecture, which will be a review. Have a great day.